Hello and welcome to the Philippines. Today I'm going to walk through St. Martin Village, a subdivision in Mandaue City. Cebu. Mandaue City is part of the Tri-Cities. Cebu City, Mandaue City, and Lapu-Lapu on Mactan Island, across the bridge where the international airport is. For those of you who don't know, I've been doing videos since 2015. A lot of them are condominiums and subdivisions going in, and what do you get? What do they look like? What are the amenities? What do they rent for? What do they sell for? And if you do a search for many condominiums in Cebu City and a couple of other cities, areas, my videos will be one of the first to come up. I've done cost of living videos, travel videos. I suggest you check out some of them. And if you haven't, please subscribe. That certainly helps, and make a comment. That always helps with the algorithms to promote the videos. I will put a map at the end of this video showing the location and a little bit about what I've found online as far as sales and rentals of these units as well. I'm not sure when this subdivision was established, but it's been here for quite some time. It's got a number of different types of units in it. Townhouses, apartment building, a lot of single-family houses. Virtually everything is gated here, and so you've got security at the front gate, 24 hours, and then you've got.
Good afternoon.
Everybody has their own
Do you know
gate.
if there's any rentals in here? Do you ever see sign?
No, sir. I'm just arrived first time here.
Just okay. Okay, I'm gonna walk around.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the delivery guy said he was not aware of any rentals. This first time he has made a delivery here. So anyway, lots of the streets are relatively wide most of the way around here. There is something interesting down at the end of the street. It looks like a tennis court, something you rarely see in the Philippines, or at least in areas that I have visited. There is a condominium over at the north end of Cebu Island, a mesa, that has tennis courts. Condominium project there. This subdivision is right off of S Fortuna Avenue, and S Fortuna is the main street that goes past J Center Mall, where Immigration is. And just for your information, here in the coming month or so, J Center Mall will be closing. It has been bought out by SM, and J Center Mall is an older mall in need of restoration, remodeling, and that's going to take place. My understanding, there is a new large condominium being built right next door, J Towers. And I've done a video in there and of their models. And I'm sure the people buying those units do not want to be connected to an old, in need of remodeling mall. So anyway, that's going to take place. Don't know if it'll take a year, 2 years. Anyway, you've got a chapel. Catholic chapel is very common. And this is appears to be a tennis court. And I don't know, they may even have a basketball room back there for people who want to play basketball, or badminton is real popular here as well. When I show you the map, I will also tell you some of the things to look for when you're looking for things like noise sources when you decide to move into an area. Buy a house, rent a house or condominium, whatever. Things that you might want to look for as far as noise in the vicinity, like very poor areas, what they call informal settlers, that type of thing. A lot of times you can get a lot of noise out of those areas. Somebody will rent or has a karaoke machine, and they'll crank up the noise. Dogs barking, roosters. I'm not sure if roosters are allowed in this development or not. I have a friend who lives in a relatively new development over on Mactan Island, and roosters were not allowed, but there were some people who had roosters in the development, and he had to complain several times to get them get them removed from the development. So, the rules are one thing, reality sometimes is something else. I did hear a little bit of karaoke, not real loud, as I walked down the street. It was coming from outside, seemed to be coming from outside of the development, and just something you're not going to be able to get totally away from in much of the Philippines, because they love their karaoke, and there's this feeling that the louder the better, and not sure why that is, because generally these speakers, the quality of the music goes down substantially as you turn the volume up. These speakers and sound systems they have, very, very cheap, low quality, and you just really ruin what quality there might be. Now, how do you find a rental and or for sale in a development? I would suggest if you find a development, an area that you're looking for something, go online, do a search for that. There are a number of sites, and there's Travet, there's all sorts of real estate companies that might list these kind of things. Other social media sites like the Marketplace online might list some of this information. Here it looks like some townhouses here, perhaps. Relatively new. Ask around. What I've found in some developments, and even in the condominium I live in, there's a door and a unit down the hallway from me that says for rent or for sale. It might not be listed any other place with any realtor, and so you'll find as you walk in areas that there are signs, handwritten signs posted. House for rent, condo for rent, room for rent, all that sort of thing. Ask the locals, ask the people in the neighborhood what they know, and even get a Filipino to negotiate something for you, because you may get a higher price being a foreigner, may or may not. I did a search for houses for rent in St. Martin Village, Mandaue City, and this is one that came up. 4-bedroom house for rent. In Banilad, St. Martin Village, 35,000, a little less than 700 US. And 4 bedrooms, 3 toilets and baths, parking area provision, small lawn area for garden and ornamental plants. And I also found a couple for sale, and this one, I think it's this same one, not absolutely positive, but I think it's the same one, for 20 million pesos, Philippine pesos. Don't get it confused with Mexican pesos. And 20 million pesos would, at 50 pesos to the US dollar, I know the exchange rate right now is more than that, but it was 45.5 when I came here in 2015, so it goes up and down. 50 is a good number to work with realistically. So 20 million would come out to about 400,000 US dollars. Jumping over to Google Maps, and I'll show you how you can search the area as well. St. Martin Village, right in this area here, and give you an idea where we are. This is AS Fortuna Street here. It goes down past J Center Mall going to the right, and you come up here and you've got Banilad Road, I believe it's called Banilad Road. If I zoom in here, no, that's Hernan Cortez Road. Hernan Road is further down the road here. Let me zoom out here. So we got St. Martin Village here, and you've got, get out of here. You've got Banilad Road here. So you've got Banilad Town Center right here, not so far away. And just down the road just a bit, and across the street you've got Gaisano Country Mall, which is an older mall, but has got most of what you need. It's got a big department store. It's got a hardware store, grocery store, all that sort of thing. And you're not very far from other housing developments. Urban Deca Homes here. I've done a video in there. Back down this way, you've got J Center Mall. That's where the main immigration office is, Philippine Immigration Office. And my understanding is they're going to be closing here in the coming month or so, and immigration will be having to move someplace. So let me show you what to look for when you're looking at an area. We'll go over here and punch in the layers, and we'll get more of an actual view of what's going on here. So we've got St. Martin Village, and let's zoom into that area and see what you're surrounded. So anyway, you've got industrial down here. You've got industrial. You've got a combination of housing and commercial over here, it appears. You've got AS Fortuna Street, but you're depending on where in the development you live, you're probably not going to get too much of the road noise here. So there are options, and that is one of them. I will be very soon. I will be doing kind of a review of the many condominium and subdivision videos that I've done. Give you an idea of what I've done, what's available on my channel. Anyway, you can check those out on your own. Prior to that, of course. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.